I might have one, guys. Oh shit, I got one. Hey guys, it's Grizzle Fizzle BD here, and in this video, I'm going to tell y'all how I caught my biggest fish ever. Okay, and the picture of it is in the thumbnail. Okay, that's my biggest fish ever caught, and I caught it in saltwater, you know, of course, but this is just, I'm going to say that saltwater fishing is my favorite. That's because of the wide range of species you can catch, you know, and don't get me wrong, freshwater anglers, you know, fishermen, you know, whatever, you know, you can catch a lot of different types of fish in freshwater, but you cannot beat saltwater. It's not. I mean, I like freshwater fishing. I like bass fishing and stuff. You know, I've made videos on how to catch more bass and everything. You know, it was just basically a fishing video. It really wasn't about bass. You know, it was just, you know. But what you need is a pretty good rod and reel, a pretty heavy setup to catch big fish. You know, inshore or offshore, you know, whichever one. I prefer pin. I got maybe 7 or 8 old pin bait casters. I got one Shakespeare SaltWater reel, rod and reel combo. I put the rod. I had the rod. I put the reel. I went in Walmart and I got the reel. I didn't know it was the same. I didn't know it was actually the combo. You know, I didn't know it would be a combo. You know, it was a SaltWater reel and a SaltWater rod. But so this is basically my shark setup. This is my setup for it's a Penn Long Beach 67. So I got 50-pound monofilament, and it goes to a sinker and a leader, a steel leader, and I'm probably thinking maybe an 8/0 J hook. You know, 8/0 J hook, and it's a pretty nice setup for you know, you catch sharks and stuff on the setup. You know, you can catch a shark on this, but it's not a level wind rod. They don't have a guider on it, and you can still cast them if they don't have a guider on it, but it'll be a little bit more harder. You got to kind of guide it with your finger, and this is not a, you know, you put it in, you know, it's a rod. It's not a real. It's not a real. It's a versatile reel, but it's not. You know, you can't fish with it everywhere. You know, it has its place. You're gonna have a. You can't fit. You know, you don't want to fish real small. You don't want to fish for fish under 30 pounds with this rod and reel. It'll be probably kind of useless. I mean, it ain't useless, but you know, it kind of be defeating the purpose of a big rod and reel. And the rod, I forgot. And the rod I got on it is a Shakespeare sturdy stick. It's like $20 rod, and it's a 6.6 medium heavy rod. So it's an okay rod. You know, it's kind of a cheaper rod, but it'll do the deed. You know, you don't really need a real expensive rod and reel to catch big fish. If you're gonna go after really maybe 350, 400-pound bull sharks, you're gonna need like, well, if you're going after that, you're gonna need at least an 80 wide reel, and by Avid or whatever, you can use a pin, 80 wide. I don't know if pin makes it 80 wide, but you're gonna need a pretty beefy rod and reel for that. But you know, this where I fish at, there's not a fish out there that's over 100 pounds. You know, you know, there's people that's caught 100-pound fish where the beach where I fish at, or the saltwater I fish at, but it's not really common. What you find there is what you find down where I live is black drum, um, sometimes Spanish mackerel, redfish, but the story on how I caught my biggest fish, basically, I'm getting off topic, but it it was a red, it was 25 pounds, and it was a redfish or a red drum, whatever you want to call it. If you want to get technical, it's called a red drum, but I call it a redfish. A lot of people call it a redfish. You know, I hadn't heard people call it a red drum, so I just call it a redfish. But I caught it on a mullet head. It actually took. It might sound a little bit crazy, but 10 minutes to catch. Means where I live, that's crazy, because there's not a lot of big redfish in my area, you know, that I've seen be caught. Um, yeah, and I didn't catch it on this rod and reel. I caught it on my SaltWater setup, my SaltWater rod and reel combo. Um, so I have a 30-pound mono on that, and this is my biggest rod and reel I got right now, or my biggest reel. I have it on, but I might take, because my SaltWater rod is bigger than this, so I might just take that rod or reel off of this one, and put it on, put this reel on that rod. But so basically, it's not hard to catch big fish, but it's not easy. So, I mean, that's basically it. It was hard to bring up because we're on a pier. We're on a pier, and didn't have a drop net or any type of net. Sometimes piers have that little thing you can like a ladder goes down to the water. That's I didn't want to lose that fish because that was crazy. To catch that big of a fish. I've never really caught a big fish like that before that. My other one was probably like a 15-pound redfish before that, and actually I caught a 22-pound black drum, but you know, so that's my biggest fish of all time. That's the story. Give me your story on how you caught your biggest fish. So I'll see y'all guys in the next video. Peace out. If it ain't outdoors, it ain't worth it.